I'll be honest, I don't really have words for this. You read that right. According to Mondoweiss, a mass grave was discovered in Gaza, where Palestinians had been tied up and murdered execution style. At least 30 Palestinian bodies with alleged signs of torture were found dumped inside a schoolyard in northern Gaza a few days ago. Per a quote from the Palestinian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, according to the testimonies of Palestinian citizens, more than 30 decomposing bodies of Palestinian martyrs were discovered buried in the northern Gaza Strip. They were killed while blindfolded with their hands tied. It's clear evidence that they were executed in the most horrific forms. One witness stated, "The moment we opened the black plastic bags, we found the bodies already decomposed. They were blindfolded, legs and hands tied. The plastic cuffs were used on their hands and legs, and cloth straps around their eyes and heads." There's no other way to really describe that than to say that it is horrific and utterly indefensible by any reasonable standard. Those are human beings, 30 people, who were tortured and executed by a genocidal occupational military force, people whose lives are now gone, whose families will now mourn them, whose friends will never be able to talk to them again. And not only were they were murdered in horrific fashion. I cannot possibly imagine what the last hours, the last minutes of their lives must have been like. All of that is obviously just gruesome to think about, but it's worth thinking about as we continue analyzing Israel's ongoing genocide in the Gaza Strip. Those 30 Palestinians are not the only ones who have experienced horrific fates such as that. Thousands, tens of thousands have died. Tens of thousands more have been injured, and well over 1 million now have been displaced within the concentration camp that is the Gaza Strip. Each one of those people is a human being with a story, with family, with friends, with a community that has now been uplifted, uprooted forcefully as they have been ethnically cleansed and murdered with genocidal precision. There is a real human toll and real human suffering behind the statistics, behind the numbers that we read every single day. And that's something I think that's really worth thinking about. And the only way this violence ends, not just for Palestinians in the Gaza Strip, but Palestinians across historic Palestine in the diaspora, is an end to Zionist colonization in historic Palestine. But yeah, as always, free Palestine. Until next time.